Who touched? No.
I have. I actually have two accounts subscribed to because one of them has my
Yeah.
own real name. Uh, I cannot comment on the streams on that one.
Beastly man.
Okay.
Beastly man.
I cannot comment at all, like the one with my actual name.
Oh.
What session is it? Like session fucking
Um.
episode chapter
It's like season 3, chapter 3, episode.
season memes.
The Stardust
Uh,
Crusader.
it's like episode 3 or 4. Can't remember exactly.
Chapter memes.
Not in my sleepy state.
Eam.
I mean,
Episode.
it's my turn to sleep during the session.
All right,
What?
let's get some audio
Oh.
background going in the meme time. Let's get
Be
this
right
going.
back.
Oh yes, the Republic of Galician Empire. I mean, the answer of the Galician Republic. All right. Spaghetti Street. Nothing. All right.
We get Amulet of Ra. Basically a shitty chill amulet. Ravenloft. Saving throw power +2 compared to 14 is spell resistant.
Get some Sirenscape going.
Do the God damn it, Frey.
What? I'm not doing anything.
This is the
This is the
invade
yeah.
Italy. Yeah.
Is this
God
pizza
damn it, Frey.
time?
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is the pitch shifted pizza time.
Yes.
Yeah,
You didn't notice.
The Italy show no mercy.
Mercy, slaughter.
No,
I
no.
keep another fighting back. Really good. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I think that's basically. Fred, do you remember the we did as Finland and Sweden against Russia?
Oh yeah,
They
that's
show no mercy.
mercies.
No,
Oh no, they're
Finland.
really
Yeah.
good at fighting back. All right. So I don't think we're getting any void right now.
No,
Yeah, he's sick.
apparently he's sick. Yeah.
I like
He
this
was a
smart
dumb-
actually.
Vomiting anything that's sick, he eats apparently.
I like
Yeah,
that
Cole
part. You
does
know,
that to
like
you
the da. That's actually pretty cool.
All right.
Get in
Where were we
here.
last time we left off?
Last time on Gargoyles.
Oh man, if you
Last
bring back
time on
that,
Gargoyles.
suddenly Paul Bart breaks out of nowhere. I'm alive.
Gargoyles.
Wait a second. Did you reset everything?
What? I didn't do
Did
anything.
you reset the chat?
No, I just got a lot of bullshit stuff.
I know exactly where we left off, so I mean,
Oh yeah.
because I have a good brain apparently.
So I think my microphone is a bit low, isn't it? Smidgen, bit low.
The music's quite loud. Doesn't need to be slow.
I like it. I love this song, by the way. It's great.
Yeah, it's not a bad song.
Suddenly an army of gargoyles come to aid you. Da, 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 da. That would be a plot twist, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially with the fact that, you know.
I mean, quite a weird one. And why would?
Yeah, you do. You're friends with gargoyles.
I know we are.
True. Oh yeah, that is true.
Oh, Yawn is. I'm not. Why is there a wizard tower on the map?
What? What map are you on right now?
This map. The map with the village.
Oh, what wizard tower? Ping? Pizza time?
Eh.
Oh, we were doing
going...
Dota 2 references. And these are creeps in the lane.
How
great.
bored were you guys?
Free.
Get out of here.
I haven't actually found something on Loki. I wanted to know how if one can establish connection with him to talk.
You want to be a dating simulator? Sure.
No, talk to him.
You have to give him spaghetti and evade his traps a lot. And tell him that he's really cool. Alright, so that's enough of that. Alright. In a one, a two, a one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not drawn yet. Hold on. Damn it. A 1, 2, 3, 4, go!
Go ahead.
Welcome to Dawn of Faelin. Last episode, I don't remember what happened because... wait, there was Skeletor, and he disappeared, and you got the Hand of Midas from the castle dungeon. Wait, not the dungeon, but it was locked dungeon. The treasure room, it turned out, was full of bullshit, like catapults and wagons and one piece of bread. But it's all worth quite a lot. But you did get the Hand of Midas, that's good. Rescuing the princess and doing diplomatic talks. What will happen this episode? On Dawn of Faelin, will they declare war on the entire Galician Republic? Will they be able to negotiate peace across the world and unite against Moloch's evil reign? Let's find out. Alright, so you remember what happened last time. You healed the druid, and I don't know. A lot of stuff happened.
So, we went into the Horde after sorting out all that stuff. Got all of the wagons and things like that worth a lot of money. It was like 50,000 gold worth of siege equipment, essentially. Then we went to the village.
Could be useful for something.
While it was Araletha, Void, and Tree Man were Void. It was Orn. We're in the Horde doing that. Yorn was went up the Bifrost to Valhalla. Not Valhalla, sorry.
And smoked
Asgard.
weed with Odin.
Yeah, did things with the gods. Asked Odin if he could have a golden apple to heal the druid. He got accepted. Some other things happened that I can't quite remember. He got 2 because...
it's good to have 2.
What's her name again?
Idun was like, hey, have another one on the road.
Yeah, Idun was like, yeah, no, that's cool. You can have 2 instead. And we came back, killed the druid. Araletha had a sort of diplomatic discussion with the incoming troops of Galicia, trying to invade Veland. Managed to give us a day, and seemed to have made a accomplice, maybe even a friend, out of the local Galician mage.
Oh man, that script is working. Small tokens snapping to the grid. Look. Oh, yeah, look at that. I installed a script that makes small tokens snap to the middle immediately. All right, so what was the actual plan? You were gonna... So essentially, you have a day, and the mage hinted at him teleporting in a little bit of subterfuge later in the evening, possibly, when all is a bit more quiet, and so we can get a chance to, how should I say, get out of the camp unnoticed. Right now, you guys, a lot of the troops are being gathered in the square in the preparation for this upcoming siege, possibly. Like, all right, you men, we need to fortify the village, says the chieftain with a booming voice. We need to dig trenches and palisades, because they'll come for us. We should not attack them, because they're more numerous than us. We need to find a place and make our stand, if they should come to it.
Why didn't they attack you guys sooner?
Because
That's my question.
Miraculix, he was the one who kept the balance. He's like...
Well, he's good now.
He is good, but they don't know that, do they? I think this could be because... I think this could be at our advantage. Unless... If they would do...
I'm talking to the chieftain right now, right?
They are. Eric Brumwood.
Excuse me, chieftain. I would like to ask if I could have a word with you in private.
Why? Anything?
It's about
what's
the
it about?
discussions I had with the Galicians.
I see. Well, you're my boy. Take 1/3 of the men and prepare defenses to the western side of the village.
Sure.
3 person.
Father, I need to talk to you in private.
We have only so much time, but I suppose I can spare a few moments. Tarnix, you prepare defenses with Yorn, I suppose. All right. All right. Well, let's. Daughter, you inspired. You give a speech while I'm gone. Then he goes to the tent with you. Like, oh yes, okay. We are so desperate in our defense, and we need to repel the invaders, repel them all.
Man up, woman!
We need to kill their leaders, to cut off the snake's head, and then the rest will surely crumble. Yeah, let's do that. It's a good plan.
No.
Great idea.
No.
We'll flee, run away.
No.
I actually thought it was pretty good, our plot. That's you.
No, No.
What if we charge their camp and go directly for their leaders? Then they'll rout.
I'm sorry, gents and
we teleport right into them,
but
with their powerful magic.
I'm not doing that unless it's a last resort thing.
All right, when is a last resort thing? But everyone wants to fight. They've been eager
Everyone
to
wants to fight, but sadly, we cannot take the chances with a fight.
I want to fight. I'll kill the general.
I'll fight you later.
No, I'll punch the general real good. I can throw stones real far. I can take out the skirmishers, says Gantix. They have installed artillery. They will be bombarding us when the siege begins. Yorn, you could do such a you and your crew, you can take out the artillery in a one decisive strike. Like a swift strike force.
We do not know if they'll attack, Father.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're hinting at it. See
they're hinting
it's
at
like
it.
A giant army over there.
I point to the leaving army, their leaving army, and I tell him, look at them scurry away. You know why that happened? And I point back at Arleth because she
Gives a
talked them down.
contemplative look as he's could be a diversion. Just to
I
one.
really feel like I'm getting roped into something here that I shouldn't be roped into.
All right. Well, we're talking about private discussion. Let's go with that. And they go
Yes.
into. He goes into the hut, closes the door and he lets you in. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about?
The marriage.
I don't think that's what Letha wanted to talk about. Was it?
No.
You're not
No,
in the
I'm talking-
You're not. Are you in? No. Hang on.
He wants to talk about it as well. No, one at a time. One at a time.
We're both talking to him in
Oh,
private.
no,
That's
one
not
at a time, not too quickly. I was like, I want to talk about the marriage, and I want to talk about my thing. It's like, all right. One at a time. Letha. All right, what did you want to talk about?
Well, during the discussions with the Galician troops, it was basically the sweet and short of it. They gave us a day to, I guess, talk about surrendering or some sort of treaty. But their conditions were that this village may live in peace as long as you stop attacking all of the merchants on the trade routes and let Galician troops pass through your borders without issue. Though, to my mind, and from my quick glance at your culture, I don't think you would be very happy with those negotiations.
Everyone's a bit sour at that. There might be some unfortunate accidents happening in the rural areas.
Yes, I would have thought so too.
Can't really control at least our unrowdy clansmen too much. I'll need to go yell at them personally.
Sorry.
I suppose that's that, isn't it?
Well, not necessarily. The mage there that was with them, I managed to talk to him by himself without the general there, having the whole Galician uproot routine. He seemed the most, how I say, normal between them. He wasn't going on about all what Galician goes about. He had hinted towards me. I asked if I could get an audience with their consult, their emperor, the leader of Galicia. And he said he would try because of the upcoming threat. I'm sure Yorn has talked to you about Moloch, has he not?
Yes. Talked about that briefly.
Well, we can go into a longer discussion of it, but the biggest concern right now is what affected your druid. It was corruption. This corruption spread by Moloch, or at least we think it's spread by him. It only ever started appearing once he appeared, so logical conclusions.
I see.
And the only way to cure it is with certain spells or with the great regenerative abilities, such as the golden apples of Idun. We are lucky that Yorn was able to obtain some apples from Idun to cure your druid. My plan is to hopefully get an audience with their leader, and discuss the current threat of corruption spreading, because it is spreading. It has currently reached Veland, and it has already reached Phoenica as well.
Are you certain it's not just some isolated incident? Are you certain it could be that major?
Is Yorn in that tent?
Yeah. He's sitting next to the fire.
Actually, I think I know where the corruption starts and how it got here.
Where's that?
Uh, the corruption started in Hara, and the men we sent there, or I think traders that came from there, brought back some wine
Where did that
and
come
other
from?
drinks. Hara, and
Yeah,
it's
but
filled with
did it
corruption.
come from her in the first place? Maybe some distant cult or some distant force that is corrupting the wine and spreading it all
We
over.
were there
This is bigger
when the
than
corruption
we.
started.
Seems to be a much bigger scale. If that's
It
what you're
is.
saying is true.
Yes, we believe it's on some sort of godly scale involving Moloch, who needs to be stopped no matter what, even if he isn't responsible for the corruption. We need to unite forces against
Even
him.
if he's not,
Um,
he seems to be using it to his favor.
Indeed.
Much like how humans would use a tool that they find.
Yeah, if he isn't responsible for it, I'm sure he's definitely using it for his benefit, as you said. Yes, I want to go talk to the Galatians leader and discuss uniting forces between Veland, Phoenica, and themselves against Hara, and even more people. I will stop at nothing to unite because the more allies we have, and the more forces of people that we have against
The corruption.
Hara when
Evil.
the current war happens, because there is going to be a war very soon, probably within the next couple of months, I would assume. Of all the allies that our troop of people can gather and to attack Hara, and if we can't gather anyone, well,
Just
then
have to
it'll
try.
just be us. We believe it's in Veland's. I believe in Veland's best interests to try and be civilized with Galicia for now.
Aye. Pains me to admit,
Before-
but you have a point. These bastards have been our enemies for a long time, but if
Yes.
an enemy that's on this scale and dangerous, we'll have to unite everyone.
Which may be an issue for, as you
Some.
said, for your the lower, I guess, the ghettos of your villages.
Yeah,
The
the hood. Proto-Germanic
Well,
hood.
I don't know. I don't know what you would call them. The poorer place?
Blasting modern music with their like goddamn loots, going with their chariots across town, causing trouble. God damn it, these kids nowadays.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you're on our side.
Yeah, yes,
At
of
least
course.
in
Any
agreement.
friend of yours is a friend of mine. He's proven himself quite well.
He has. I've saved him on a number of occasions.
Hey, and so did I.
I hear like a knock on the door. Pardon me, chieftain. And you see the druid. I wish to have a word with all of you. In fact, I overheard the conversation about allies, and I would like to input something. The Oracle in the Woods. She would be a mighty ally indeed, if you were to seek her out.
I was wanting to seek her out. That aligns with our plans very well. As you see, I'm trying to learn as much about oracles as I can. And speaking to another one would be very useful.
Know this. I am not entirely certain she is altogether human.
Well, neither am I.
Last time I spoke, it was a long time ago, and there has been rumors that she is still around, and if that's true, she's either very powerful and has managed to make some form of immortality, like extend her age, as it were, or she is some form of ageless being, older than the hills. I bid thee take care when you speak to her, as she can be quite fickle.
I've already talked to many fickle beings, including a gorgon. That was certainly interesting. So thank you for the warning, but hopefully it should go well.
She lives northeastward of here, in a glade in a forest. I can take you there if you wish. It is quite... The route to her hut is kind of treacherous if you do not know the way already. He lives in a swamp.
I have to remain here so I can... Hopefully that mage will come back and I can get an audience with the Emperor.
You did not
within a day.
too far from here. Should be within a walking distance at least.
I'll send a message to the mage and I'll let you know. Thank
Whenever
you very much.
you're ready, I can take you there.
Well,
Now, Jorn, what did you want to talk about, son?
well,
Says your father.
that marriage.
Scotland. Shows up. No.
Ah,
Marriage? Aye,
Yes,
it'll be a
the
glorious
one that-
day and date.
no, father. I refuse to.
You don't like
be a
her?
part.
Why?
Well,
Why?
for one, she's very loud.
Well, you're the one to talk. Have you heard you're snoring?
Well,
You
yes,
snore.
No, I don't.
A lot. Yeah, he kind of does.
I look at her like, do I snore?
Yes, he does.
A little bit, yes.
It's not
More like
too
a,
loud.
like a.
It depends how tired you
Like
were.
a
It depends
cow
how
in-
much you exhausted
No,
yourself.
I shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I did snore back then because of my extreme, practices
Oh,
that I
yes.
had.
You still do now, Yawn.
Oh, you snore.
I hear a
Right.
lot because I don't sleep, but I hear a lot.
Well, Jorn, it will anger the chieftain to the in Vrofenmore keep. You should visit him and explain the situation, as I would not wish to wrong or offend him and his clan.
What if I said she doesn't like my company?
I'm sure she likes your company fine.
No, she doesn't.
How long have you even been with her? Give it a few weeks, and maybe then you'll know that person for her true colors.
Ah, brother. This reminds me of the slaves,
Slave. I'm sure this is preferable to being enslaved.
Mm-hmm.
Please. Was there anything else, boy?
There was another thing. You remember the monastery that I have attended to as a child?
Monastery? Ah, yes. Those mystics from the east that showed up one day, talked a bunch of nonsense, and then it got to your head. But I see that you practice their techniques well enough. And there seemed to be some merit to it.
Well, was wondering if you know anyone who was left behind from those
Oh,
men.
well, the last of them, they said he wanted to travel across this place and figure out all the different lands they're in. He might be coming back sometime. He was a rather friendly fellow. Didn't quite understand what he said, though. But we had the
Probably
druid
me.
translate with his magic.
Huh. Well, that's about it. Also, no one has touched my room, have they?
It's been kept quite... It's been kept as a guest room, but we've moved your stuff away. So
Good.
it's all fine. We prepared it yesterday when you came, so it should all be in as you left it, more or less.
Thank you. That'll be it.
All right.
Thank you
Yeah.
for
Get your
your
room prepared for your woman, huh?
Take the.
No.
I'm not
No,
certain that bed
no,
would
no.
fit you both. Oh yes.
I need.
In any case, here, son, take this map of the surrounding area, and you can plan out defensive structures in case of the siege. Take as many men as you want, and we have plenty of gear and shovels from that loot that you picked up.
Neat.
Could even put up
How
all
does
those.
he know about the loot?
No reason.
He's omniscient now. Omniscient chieftain.
Omnipotent. Have mercy. I'll scrub all the floors of Hyrule, and then we can talk about mercy. Take him away. Scrub.
Yikes.
All right, let's see here. Where was he? Where was I? Now, I will change the map. I'm going to change the map to something completely different. Ah, there it is. Ah, yes.
That's what you remade the map, didn't you?
Here we go. Welcome to
excellent.
Wieland. The local area of Wieland. Welcome.
Holy shit! There's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That's lag and roll 20 to bits.
Well,
Oh hell yeah!
I can move around at least.
I can do that too.
It's just a bit laggy.
Yeah.
Luckily, my computer's good enough. But
Yeah, my internet is really good right now. I would not be able to run this at all with
rip
my old-
robot Frey, am I right, guys?
a rip robot frame lot. So, there's the village. There's a swamp nearby and a wood. And to the south is the forest where the Skull Keep was.
Okay.
And we're gonna have a forest to the northeast, I believe we said. So let's just establish. Actually, that is in the Skull Keep forest, so that's like pretty close to the pretty close here. 2 miles into it, maybe a few more. Adds a few more forest parts here, just to expand that part. As it can be retconned, so it's like instead of northeast, it's northwest.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's
enough.
there's a swamp over there. And we did we did describe that it was in a swamp.
I imagine these borders are Galatian troops.
Yeah.
There's
There's a
lot of them.
trench, that's a fort, and a trench, and a trench, and a fortress. Lots of fortresses across the border.
Oh.
You have lots of space to deploy troops, though. Like you can even set up ambushes in places potentially. Like there's a forest here. Let's say that Galatians move up here or something. You can attack them from the sides of two areas, maybe with two divisions even. You need to do lots of hit and run tactics if it's goes on, because your gods are like half gods, but there's only so much you can do against so many numbers and so many javelins and spells and arrows and slings.
Well, Yorn was planning to do
Considering there's so
something
many of them.
about this.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, isn't it?
Yep.
Even your AC you wouldn't be able to like dodge 1,000 javelins coming.
No.
Yeah, I know. No.
When it comes to mass combat, it's like
a mass
AC
combat.
is kind of irrelevant.
Essentially, it's a D100 damage, and you roll like reflex for half.
Except mischance. Does mischance play a part of it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like I'll say it gives a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I have 50%.
Frey, Yorn is gonna walk into the woods, making sure no one follows him.
We can say like it gives you a bit of damage reduction against like a massed volley.
50% damage reduction.
Yeah, or like, yeah, that seems like pretty good. Like, so we'll see when. Mostly the mass combat is going to be your troops are gonna fight it out, and you're gonna do key missions that are of importance on the battle, like take out the catapult.
Just casting huge spells. The spellcasters are just going to be casting massive spells.
Right, so let's see. You have.
I'm gonna go with Carolessa, by the way.
You have 24 hours.
I wanted to
before we start planning. Yorn wanted to go to the forest to do something, making sure no one follows him. He's gonna try to pray that Loki gets his attention to change something about the deal they had. Would that be okay?
What deal?
You can try.
The mistletoe for the Dragon Keep. That is in Midgard.
Sure.
Loki, you needed to talk.
What's up, bro?
Hey, I have something to change about our deal. I'll still keep my promise about the mistletoe. However,
what do you want?
That dragon.
Oh, you want the dragon now?
No.
No? You don't want the dragon, then?
Depends on the
How about
type
the
of dragon
duck
that you're looking.
instead? The
Okay,
male duck
look,
is known as a drake. Did you know?
I did. Thank you very much. What I was gonna say is, before you get the dragon, tell me the type of dragon you're planning to pick on.
Type of dragon? Oh, it's more like a serpent dragon with that lives underground.
Oh.
His
And do you
name
mind-
is Nidhogger.
Nidhogg.
Gnawing at the roots of the world tree constantly. Quite a bother. I'm sure Odin would be quite pleased if you disposed of Nidhogger.
And do you mind if... what do I know of Nidhogger?
Oh, Nidhogger is a ferocious beast that's like older, as old as the world tree itself.
Am I hearing to
Yeah,
this
you
conversation as
don't
well?
really like Nidhogger. You're like, ugh.
I wanna go.
talk to Odin first. Go.
Wait, what?
You're a son of a bitch.
I will talk to Odin first. Go.
For sure. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What's going on?
There was an entire mess. Shit.
I would talk to Odin first to make sure that Odin doesn't mind you killing that serpent.
Yes, I know that.
Good.
I haven't changed my mind about that. I know Loki's a son of a bitch. That's why I keep checking on shit. Anyway,
Nidhogger is super evil.
Yeah.
We want to
And toxic
there's
to our
an-
community.
There's
Like a
another
League of
thing-
Legends player.
That mistletoe will arrive to you after the war. Hope you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. It's
Good.
only a token, to be honest.
A
You can
token.
get mistletoe anywhere.
Say, what do you plan to use it for?
Oh, I'm going to make a crown.
Is he actually gonna make a crown?
You gonna try and sense motive Loki?
Yes.
Try and sense motive Loki. See what happens.
This is
I'm gonna-
his good.
I'm gonna cast Detect
Oh
Desire.
fuck! I rolled low.
No.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I can't sense shit.
He has to roll
Wait,
deception.
can
I mean, he might roll a natural one.
1 second.
Wait, can I cast Detect Desire?
Oh, none of
It's-
you are here.
You're not here.
But here, you're eating
I'm not there.
Groot.
I was just metagaming
You are
before.
on D20.
Where am I actually?
Plus-
You're in the village still.
Yeah, complete deadpan. He's looking
Mhm.
at you.
Well, you should let me see what you do with it. I'm sure it will be glorious.
Oh yes, it'll be great with my horns.
Anyways, as for me, I'll have to plan for the defenses of this upcoming war.
Oh goody, a war. Hey,
Hopefully it'll
do you want any help? I'm good at burning stuff. I am the god
Burning
of
stuff?
fire, after all.
Okay. If I do ever need your help, I will call on you.
Oh, very well. Ta-ta! And it disappears in a cloud of smoke.
Okay, good. Are any of Odin's crows are in?
I'd like to send a quick sending message to
Quick
that
tweet.
mage. Quick tweet.
Tweet out a bit.
Considering I know who the mage is, I can send. him a
He's
sending
really active on
message.
Twitter. Whoop.
Mm.
Whoop. It's like, hey.
Hello, I
let's-
would like to know if your plan is still happening. Sincerely, Ariletha.
Oh yes, it's definitely happening. Whoop.
Do you know when?
Oh well, say when night begins to fall a little bit. Let's say at the when the sun begins to turn red, I shall arrive.
Thank you. That cost me like 3 spell slots. I don't really care though.
Whoop.
Spell freeze. Oh, what?
I've got a million spell slots.
Oh yes.
It's about that.
I'm not
Odin.
talking to him anymore. All right. Well,
You
what
get
is the
ascending.
sun
From Gaius.
ascending?
Look, hello guys. How you doing?
Oh dear.
There's lots of ships out in the dock, so I can't come in.
Well, at
the
least
hell do we
guys will be
do?
busy for a while.
Do we try and break through? And
Who's
we
he
go
sending
around
it
the
to?
side?
Where is he sending it to?
You, Yarlitha.
Oh, no, we're waiting. I'm gonna go talk to the consults of Galicia about negotiations. So don't do anything stupid, please.
Well, we have reinforcements and stuff.
Well, thank you for that. I will, if need be, we will call on you.
Yeah. Maybe we can disguise ourselves as merchants and sell stuff like that one merchant guy in Hara. Whatever did happen
What?
to that guy? Suddenly a ship goes into port. Welcome to the bloated
I
fleet.
fucking knew.
I've got the
Where's that
finest
ship?
rooms for only 10 gold, I assure you. It just shows up. It's at the dock
When
right
is
now.
this? When? Finest runes for 10 gold?
I've got the finest
Yes.
rooms for only 10 gold.
So, were you there when that happened? Like, there were these merchant boats coming from Hara.
Well, you see,
Fucking.
he's right there on in the docks, actually. Sitting there, smiling, standing there.
You say rooms or runes?
Rooms. It's like a really fat boat that says the bloated float. And on the a sign picture of a bed and a piece of bread. I sell the finest wine from across the realm. I also sell food and goods.
None of our villages or troops need your services at the moment.
Truly.
No.
Then perhaps you'd like a wager. If you can find the golden galleon within this day, you shall be granted this entire boat free of charge.
I'm not accepting any wages.
Oh, bother.
I am told I'm quite a grumpy pants, aren't I? Well,
You seem rather impervious to my charms. You all seem rather. Laura will say, by the way, like real quick.
I've got a ring of mind shielding, by the way.
I just roll one of those.
Alright, a will save.
He briefly, his eyes sort of like shines in a golden like light. It's like flickers across his eyes as it disappears at the same time.
Well, I'm immune to mind altering effects. But I rolled a 29 on the will save.
He starts speaking Sylvan to you. The blood of Oberon runs thin in you, child.
Alberon?
Oberon, the king of the fairies, the king of all elves, lord of Albion. Lord of, what's it called? Avalon. Lord of Avalon.
It does make sense, considering I was a half-elf.
Then I shall reveal my true form to you. And he sort of, you can see, he takes off his face and you behold a more ethereal looking individual with blue skin and dark eyes, like light of Galadriel as she talks to Frodo about the ring. And he utters one word, Puck. That is I.
Puck.
True. You speak true. Puck is my name. What is thine?
Stealing Dota 2 names, Ali.
A Midsummer Dream.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, my name is Araletha.
Aha.
Not sure what your intentions are here.
Oh, I am here. For many reasons, Oberon wishes a bride for his court. He wishes to make his wife, Titania, jealous, for they are quarreling currently. So a bride from the mortal world he desires. And he has a keen eye, for he has his eyes on you, Araletha.
It's your turn to get married, man.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Well, you can tell him that I'm rather flattered, but I have no intention of marrying anyone. because I'd rather remain impartial for
Hark.
all of my travels.
For if you do this choice, hark and listen well, make the right choice, or Oberon's wrath will be upon me and you. I'd rather not have that. So perhaps we can talk. You can talk to him and, quell his anger. Thusly.
I've been meaning to talk to a lot of gods, haven't I?
Yes. I have seen you speak to lots of divine creatures. Your ways with the words are quite impressive. Rivaling mine, I would dare say.
Well, once again, I am rather flattered. I will... How about this? I will talk to him, and I don't mind being an acquaintance or a friend.
That's owned.
Nothing of the sorts of sexual or
Funny.
long-time marital pacts. Because
I
I have
see.
other goals in mind. A free wanderer, if you will.
Ah, so you're already married to the white-haired one, I see. It's understandable, of course.
The
Very,
white-haired
very
one?
handsome man, that one. Yes, the barbarian man. I can understand completely why you would do that.
I'm not married to Yorn.
What? Oh, yeah, I can see it all over your face. No need to.
I'm not married to Yorn. I'm a friend of Yorn's.
He just giggles and, the more you deny it, the more it amuses me so.
I'm sure it does. It doesn't matter what I would say right now. All you believe is you're trying to rile me up, trying to get me upset.
Truth,
not gonna work.
You speak. It almost got you then, did I not? I
will
shan't bother
admit,
you
you
any
almost got
further,
me.
Areletha of the half-elves. But I shall be seeing you again. And he sets sails, and a cloud of mists envelops the boat, and it disappears into the distance. Farewell,
Jesus.
Areletha.
Yes,
Perhaps
farewell.
one day you shall see the shores of Avalon, where the elves dwell, and the king reigns.
Arleth sort of mumbles under herself, what the fuck have I got myself into?
So that's why he's so strange.
I imagine
What the
Yorn
hell
will-
is going on here?
Oh,
Nani.
nothing. Nothing at
An
all.
old fisherman sort of like, huh? Just goes back to fishing. Satan worse.
What time of day is it currently?
It's high noon.
About that Odin's crow.
Odin's beard.
Crow. Give me that crow.
Give me that crow for free.
Do I see any of them flying about?
Odin's beard. What now? Roll a divine intervention check, like what D100 plus the stuff, as you did before.
Plus level,
Yeah, all that good
Plus-
stuff.
tier. That's it.
Yeah, and my primary social skill, or primary
add
mental attribute.
Primary mental attribute.
Yep.
Oof.
Wisdom.
Nope. The skies are clear, no birds fly. However, you notice
I use
actually
action
no birds
surge.
fly. Actually, you notice that the birds are flying low. You'll have rain.
Do what?
You'll have rain. Some birds are flying low in the sky, actually.
Oh shit. All right,
I would
Odin.
like to-
If you can
Sorry.
hear this, I'd like your permission to. I'd like to know more about the Needhogger.
No response.
Oh
Don't you just love Norse names? They're a lot of fun to pronounce, aren't they?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Nidhugger. I'm gonna say the N word. Nidhogger.
No.
Oh no, you can't say that. That's racist.
Put on my cloak.
My hood.
Pull the hood over my head.
Going into
And
the
we can
hood
talk.
with the Proto-Germanians, the chariots,
Yawn
and the
is the
loud
master
music.
of disguise.
Begins walking towards the village, towards the troop that he was assigned to.
Like, oh, we're gonna build the best trench, I tell you. There ain't no seen better trenches built.
I'm gonna have the my raven just 100 feet in the sky. Just sort of,
100
like,
feet
looking
in the
about.
sky. Right, so that's the trench with your self is gonna take. So 2 squares of trench, essentially. That's what you're gonna get.
Oh, nice.
Like here. So
Oh,
choose where you
these
want to build the
ones.
trench.
Huh. That is a good question. Let's see here. Around
there?
here would probably.
So that's
Oh,
2
no.
hours. Because you're a really strong man. And you help out a lot.
We can't build a trench like this.
And they also
goes-
begin like cutting lumber and cutting off like making stakes with their sword with their tools. And like hammering down into the earth. Like, come on lads, build quicker. Get that trench going. No, check your blade alignment. You can't just chop like that. It's not an axe. And you like they keep building and hammering down stakes and making a palisade in front of the wall, so you have a second set of defenses. This will keep their horses away.
Yep, they would. Say, has any of you seen the half elf woman,
Oh,
Arletha?
she was at the docks, mumbling nonsense about stuff. Says an old man.
Do you mind if I go for 5 minutes and come back?
I'm sure you'll take literally a second to leave.
Great, and Yorn leaves. Hotfoot.
You sprint. I mean, you sprint. You're like Sonic. Like,
Here we go. We got some barricades and a trench. It has been completed. Construction complete.
Arletha.
That's 2 hours, so high noon.
eh,
It's 14,
About 2 p.m.
14 p.m.
I honestly, while Yawn was doing that, was going to go talk to the druid and
Of course. And you
ask
see
about
Arletha.
going to the oracle.
Yeah. So you see Arletha walking into the center of the square towards the druid's hut.
Hey.
Hey.
Huh?
You have a moment.
Oh, hello, Yawn. What's up?
Follow me for a second. I need to show you something
I need to. Jesus.
important. I
What
think I
is it?
figured out something. Moment of
Alright.
revelation. Follow me.
He's good at revelations as well.
You want to make sure no one tails them, and make sure that they're in
There's
a
so many
tent with no
gods
one
at
in.
this point. It's gonna be difficult not getting attention to anyone.
How secretive do you want to be, Yawn? You'll notice you're being rather paranoid right now.
Yes, I know, but it's for a very important reason. And Yorn pulls out his
His
Alibaba in it.
Alibaba. Is that a nickname for something else?
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you recall what this is?
I'm sorry, what? What
The-
did you
the
pull out,
lamp.
sir?
Lamp, oil lamp.
An
I'm
oil
pretty
lamp?
sure Arletha knows exactly what that lamp is. As it was rather obnoxious genie inside it.
Oh, that lamp. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't remember. Myself couldn't remember. Yes. Of course I do.
We could use it. effectively. Um, if we use it here, we could probably, without the influence a certain god, we could probably get 5 things from him.
Remember the last time when what was it? Prince Ali to manipulate the genie. He got
Yes,
And he
trapped
comes
inside of
out
the
of the
lamp.
lamp. You cold.
back
Oh.
inside,
Wow.
he did. He did try to manipulate the genie, but the fatal flaw in his plan was that he didn't have a person outside the lamp ready to receive it.
That's true.
So what I'm saying here is, I know he's gonna trap me in there,
Or try
but
to.
think of, or try to at least. But I want you to think of at least 2 wishes that you can use to your own gain in this battle or outside of it.
Um,
And if we wanted to, we could cycle it between others.
Everyone's getting a wish. Like, I want for a mountain of ice cream.
I feel like that would be certainly it would be
Fantastic.
beneficial, but I feel like it would be severely
Risky.
very risky, very risky. If we don't play this right, genies are very fickle things. They
Fuck you up.
we would lose you forever, honestly, and losing you, one's your power and stature, currently and Velan and just outside anywhere, would be a huge detriment to Velan's army and to any of our other adventures. Yes, wishes are very powerful, but they are coming from a genie, very fickle.
Extra fickle.
I have 2 left, so we might as well think of one that can help us.
Well, we could do that. If you're intent on using it in the battle, something along the lines of summoning additional allies or changing the natural weather. I know wishes of the genie's wishes are very powerful, and they can do vast things, much more than any of my power could, or druids, or even orcs.
Yeah,
Yeah, it can change reality.
But they have to be, they have to be. Do you keep?
I know. Another thing I wish to speak of is,
Wish?
did you no,
Oh.
not yet. I promise you the time will come and it will be very valuable.
Wish just pokes out of the lamp a little. Wish? No. Closes the lid.
You should probably put that away before you say something you regret. Do you want me to keep it? I've got a bag of holding.
No. No bags. No bags, please. It's so
Wait,
terrible.
Abba, you have to go soon, or you want us to go?
I do.
E.
So we'll just wrap this up quickly.
It's been a
I'll
bit of a
just
short
try to wrap
session.
this up. Yeah.
It's
I'll try to
okay.
wrap this up quick because I have to sleep. Because tomorrow I have to wake up early. Anyways, where was I?
You wanted to talk to me about something else?
The tree is just sitting there.
Yeah, like I have nothing.
Sindri, and Brock. They have the capability of using anything as an upgrade or as a weapon. I was thinking those Glabriza claws that you have.
Hmm.
what if we could give it to them so they could use it to upgrade the gauntlets or any of the other mythical items that we have.
We have a hand of Midas now, so the hand of Midas. We have essentially infinite gold.
Hmm, that is true.
So it would probably be better just to use the gold instead of. I mean, by all means, I don't think any of us are going to win to use the claws. So giving it to them, we could get an item out of them as well, because those are very powerful artifacts.
That and also I was thinking maybe of getting a lich's alacrity. Phylactery. Ugh, weird.
Black. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Why would you want one of those?
From what I heard, if I give it to Brock and Cinder, they could use it to allow me to drain someone's abilities, or rather their physical or mental capability.
That's very evil. You're trying. Remember?
I know, but here's
He's
what I'm
totally
trying to
evil,
do.
though.
Yes, here's what I'm trying to do with him is I know the battle with Moloch will be the ones on the front line, probably. So I was thinking
Most likely.
if we could get our hands on such an item, the moment that we hit Moloch is the moment that he will be drained of his powers over and over again. We'll have the upper hand with it.
Erletha, you get a sending. It's from Gaius. Ah, there's some guys are attacking us. They got airships like Joachim.
Joachim?
They got airships like Joachim has. They're coming towards us now.
What's
Uh,
wrong?
Need help.
Oh god. Someone with airships, like our friend Joachim, is attacking Gaius' troops who are on the border.
Let's go.
I'm just
How far away is the docks from us?
You could try and teleport to him, since you know where he is.
I'm
Is that
just
how?
gonna grade a teleport. I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna be like, all right,
yeah,
let's go then. I just hold Bjorn's shoulder and I just sort of like murmur a few words in Draconic and then just click my fingers.
What do you say in Draconic? Because I can understand you.
Oh man, you gonna make me do this?
No, I don't. Don't worry about it.
In the distance, as you teleport to the ship, you see a group of gliders, 3 of them, approaching. And on top, drivers, each wielding ruby blades of pure light, crying out,
Okay.
"Surrender your illegal technology! It shall be ceased in the name of the Chancellor!"
Yeah.
Frey, you're lagging out. Again.
Did you hear what I said?
no, you like that.
We heard Brotherhood of Steel quotes.
No. In the distance, you see 3 gliders, similar to the one Joachim has, reflecting light in their dragonfly wings, absorbing it and fueling its power. And upon the gliders, you see men wielding ruby blades of pure light, calling out to you. Surrender your illegal possession of technology in the name of the Chancellor.
Chancellor? Where's that from?
You have 1 minute to comply, or we shall open fire.
God damn it, I wish I had my helmet right now.
What stolen technologies? We have no stolen technologies of yours.
Primitives should not have access to the lost technologies of the ancients. Unhand them now. We know you have
What
them.
are the
Yorn's-
lost technologies of the ancient?
Yorn's
We
voice
kind of have
echoes.
like light weapons and stuff.
What tech? Oh shit! They want those.
Oh, they want the alien rifles. Oh, okay.
You will be boarded in 1 minute. Do not resist.
Nani?
I would severely recommend not fighting us. It would be very
I don't think they can hear you at all.
No, they can hear me. They responded to me before. I wouldn't fight us if I were you. Perhaps negotiation would be better.
She wants to negotiate, sir. Very well. Perhaps a trade. The illegal weapons for something that you want.
I'll be coming
what do
with
you-
in case they try something.
All right. Well,
You have to understand. Weapons like these do not belong in the hands of primitives. Not at this time. Should they come into the wrong hands, it would mean dire consequences for the world at large. I hope
Do
you
we look
understand,
like-
and we appreciate your cooperation.
well, let's not board the ship. We're not. We'll rally the troops. Come to the land over here.
Roger. Sir, should we call this in? Now, this will take only a moment. Damn it, all these primitives coming on to advanced technologies all the time. This is the third one this week. Bloody hell. Alright, let's get this over with. No sudden moves.
Aye,
Not
no
moving.
sudden moves. And I raise my hands. Do I still have an orn in my?
Yeah, you look, and as they're getting down from their gliders, and they're sort of hovering in the air, you see that each of them has two people, one driver and one co-pilot, I suppose you could say. And the co-pilots land. Their faces obscured with strange helmets.
Well, hello there.
Hello there.
I didn't mean it like that. So, what do you guys have in terms of trade? I'm sure. To be quickly clear, we are talking about these, right? I'd pull out the alien.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
bag of holding.
that's a level grade 7 Neptunian blaster. Shouldn't be in. That's illegal in many systems. It should not be in your possession. Not at this time.
I pull out the
Unfortunately-
healing wand. This one.
Unfortunately, we can already recreate.
Oh, God, it's worse than I thought.
Because we're not. Well, I wouldn't consider ourselves to be primitives.
Well,
Not us, at least.
Can I recognize that these guys are from Aslanti?
oh yeah, that's so Aslanti.
I'm talking to them in Aslanti.
They respond. Ah, so you have some understanding of our tongue. I can see. Very
Yeah.
good. I shall make things less awkward.
It's easier, to speak in other people's tongues.
Well,
Definitely is.
citizens of where are you from?
Veland.
All right, Veland citizens. You would not happen to come across an order of the Mage Priest on your journeys. They are outlaws in our lands and should be gathered up and be put in jail immediately.
Do I
Order of the
recognize
Mage
that name?
Priests?
You don't take a second to think about it. Does he remember anything?
Have we ever? I don't think we have.
Well, you like him?
Oh, Yorkin. Is he a mage priest?
Yes.
Oh.
I look at it.
Hmm. We have come across one in our travels, but that was a very long time ago.
I see.
2 or 3 months from now. We have no idea where he went.
All right. Where was the last time we saw him? Him.
Ship was destroyed in the forest near Hara.
It was destroyed
Roger.
in the forest near Hara. Yes.
I see. This information is very useful indeed that you've supplied to us.
What mistake did he do?
Well, it's they're traitors. You understand? They were plotting to overthrow the Chancellor.
Well, I suppose that's none of our concern. We're not part of your politics. What do you have to trade? I feel like
Well,
this negotiation.
I don't think no weapons. Perhaps a vehicle like this, but maybe like a lower grade version. We wouldn't want them
Question.
to.
With
Yeah,
this
well, let's
magic
give them
wand,
Mark 1. Yeah, we can get them one of those. Yeah, that sounds about right.
we don't need the ships.
We don't
think-
need them.
All
Yeah, we
right.
don't.
What else do you want? Means of communication, perhaps? Medicine? Medicine, that's not too bad, is it? No.
This wand will suffice. Thank you.
I start like glowing with like positive energy, and I'm like, I don't think we need medicine.
So what do you need?
Currently, we need allies.
Oh, allies, eh? I think we could do something like that, if you need any help. You could borrow these comms, and if you need any help with that, you can call on us, and we can come on over.
Well, as I said before, we can already.
We could
recreate
even
these
use
weapons.
those weapons that you've been hoarding, because we know how to use them. Unlike all of you, obviously, they're not even holding it right. And he looks at one guy.
I'm just holding it like by the barrel. I think Araletha would know how to
It's like
use it.
you're
it's
holding like a
psionics.
staff sort of thing. No. Look. You're not supposed to hold it like that. No, don't encourage them. Come on. I'm not going to teach
Would I
all
know-
them how to use
can
the
I roll a-
cards.
Can I roll a knowledge psionics?
These are turning Australians really quick. Come on, mate. Why we
I
gotta
don't need to
teach all the
learn-
savages how to use weapons, mate?
I don't need to learn how to use these weapons. I already have my fist. They're more than enough.
What is the knowledge check to learn how to use these
Knowledge
weapons?
engineering.
Alright.
Oh, it's not too. So you're holding it slightly better, more like you're holding it to the side, but you think you
Are you
could.
really making my
Gangster?
dice rolls? Are you really making my dice
Gangster.
rolls the fact of
You're holding it like a gangster
God
now.
damn it, dice rolls shouldn't be shit.
Well,
isn't
it's
5e.
30. I mean, it's not too. It's still really advanced stuff that you don't really understand. Let's say an up monkey gets a chainsaw.
Oh. Alright.
You're holding like pointed towards yourself, like, huh? No, I don't think that's
What
how
are
you're
you-
supposed to do it. And you point it. Oh no! Careful now!
No,
All right, you're getting ahead
just
of.
playing
Hang
with
on.
you. Just playing with you guys. That's all.
All right. Suddenly they're all Australians. Hello there, mate. How you doing?
Hello there, mate. How you going? Yeah, I'm going well.
All right, cracking me gun on my shoulder right now. All right. Oh, suddenly no. So, you want our help? He's gonna put all these guns in the crate. We'll put them where it's nice and safe, where no one gets hurt, so we
I've
can
only
guard the
got one of these.
Titans, like we're all supposed to do. Keep the peace and all that.
These men.
Yeah. We're not really supposed to be talking to you that much. That's a breach of Article 1346. I think so.
Article 13.
Article 13, yeah. It's a breach of Article 13. Man, Article 13 sucks. Can't even talk to anyone.
Hey, question: does this healing stick count as an illegal thing?
We could let him keep that. It's got a charge on it. So you don't really know. It won't be. It'll run out eventually. So, just when it runs out, we can give. You can
Charge it.
give it to us, and yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. Yeah.
How do you recharge it?
Oh, we can't tell you. That's a
Is it
that's a
electricity?
breach of Article 47.
It's
Can I,
electricity,
can
isn't
I
it?
can I see if I know how to charge it?
Just rub two sticks together.
Is it
I
knowledge
mean-
engineering again?
Yeah.
God damn it! Don't roll low. Thank you. 42.
Oh, you're pretty sure you need one of those crystals that they have around their necks.
I think you need those enchanted crystals. You want to charge it?
No,
Neat.
definitely not. No, you wouldn't need any crystals at all. Who's talking about crystals? No crystals
Well, Why
here.
are you trying to lie to us? Obviously,
No,
you carry your
definitely
time.
no.
We're not
That's a breach of Article 57 if we were to do that. Actually, isn't that an article about fishing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. You're full of shit, Governor. Oh, quiet, soldier. They don't know that.
Anyway, obviously you're not going to keep very much longer because all you seem to care about
Is articles.
So
Yeah, but we don't. We like
So-
rules, so we just gotta stick to them. That's sort of our job, enforcing the rules of illegal.
You know, you made me
Technologies.
appreciate my kin more. Dear God, fuck rule.
Becomes
I
chaotic
just sort of,
instead.
like- I just sort of hand them the alien rifle, and I'm just like, this is the only one I have. As I've said before many times, we can already recreate them. We've already had people.
Well, we need to
broken
have
them
ceased the
down
means
into
of
their-
production then. Where is that?
Oh no, you
Uh,
aren't. The means of production is.
I don't think
my-
you could.
What?
I really don't
is it
think you
is it
could.
that heavy?
No. Do you have any idea who Brock and Sindri are?
Yeah. I know a mate called Brock and Sindri. Isn't that the
No,
company
the
that sells
dwarf.
cereal? No.
The dwarves, Brock and Sindri.
Oh,
no.
those blokes. I've heard of them.
They're the ones who've broken them down and recreated them.
God damn it. Why
We're
did you
friends
have to
with them,
give
see?
them guns, mate?
Oh,
Like
because
what?
they're
That's
very
the
useful to
most.
us.
That's a terrible idea. Giving dwarves guns.
Because the
Not
war is
particularly.
coming. And that war,
war is coming. And that's why
Right?
we need all
Yeah.
the power
What
we can
war
get.
was that then? What's going on with there? What's the deal with that war then? What's going on here?
Haven't you noticed with Hara? The smoke.
We don't really pay
coming out of
attention
it?
too much. We heard some reports about it.
Well, there is a god named Moloch, attempting to accelerate the process of Ragnarok. If you believe in that, which we do,
Ragnus rocks.
So- there
Well, I-
is a war coming. We are gathering as many allies as we can.
Well,
Stop Hara. to stop Moloch.
Does he have any illegal technology we could investigate, possibly?
Oh,
Maybe
yes,
if we
technology to make
planted
volcanoes.
some there, we could, I don't know. I don't know what we could, I don't know what we would do if we found some illegal technology there.
I saw from the Phoenician horizon a lot of puffs of smoke, and you can hear grindings of metals and things. It sounds like he's got automation of some degree there already. I'd imagine he knows technology. He is a god after all.
Right. We'll see if we'll have to report this to the guard. Maybe we'll get some troopers over there and investigate. If you see any
suggest
more mage priests around, do report it. They can be rather tricky, hiding in plain sight, almost. And you see Gaius is in his suit. Haven't seen any mage priests around here, have you guys? Like, no, man, no mage priests here. No. Right, well, you guys stay out of trouble. And if you spot any mage priests or any illegal technology, you call us and we'll come over.
I wonder when Prometheus will come.
Gonna go get another alien rifle.
Yeah, he's gotta. Like, if you don't mind, we wouldn't mind searching the ship for any more illegal technology, because you're so good at cooperating, and this has gone really well so far.
If we're so good at cooperating, then why do you insist on searching our ship?
Because there might be more hidden inside, for all we know.
Where there isn't any more hidden inside. That's just a cruise ship. Why would they need these rifles for?
And you see like a tiny little, you see a tiny little buzzing insect sort of thing is hovering above his hand, like another person's hand landing in. Like, all right, what you found? What? Barrels of weird creatures.
Nani?
Right, so the drone says it's seen life forms hiding in barrels down below.
Hold on, Leon begins walking towards the ship.
I sort of turn to Gaius and I'm like, what have you been doing?
I remember those barrel-shaped guys we found in the bunker.
Oh, those.
And they're still there.
The ones we guessed.
And by the way, that suit of power armor is very much illegal technology.
No, it's not.
Are you? Your tree's got it too. Where did you come from?
I've been here for a while.
God.
Yeah.
Actually, that looks like normal armor to me.
It's armor that we created ourselves. It's not your armor.
But that guy with that's super illegal. Yeah, I'm not gonna give it up.
Oh, come on.
This is the boring police. They're here to take all your cool stuff.
Look,
I noticed.
as much as we want to give it to you, it's useful to us, and I promise after whatever endeavor we've gone through, we'll give it back.
Well, you'll need a license for once and a citizenship in Islandi in order to possess any of that.
Oh
right now, I think you'll have to get off with a fine, and then we can probably go through proper procedures and in the office at home.
Hey, how about you have a word with the gods about it, huh?
Yeah. Well, Zeus isn't too happy with you, I've heard.
Oh yeah, no. Zeus loves me, I'm sure. But have you heard? Odin's looking for someone. Someone very important. You guys.
Why?
Who is disturbing our war?
You're causing war.
We're not.
We're not causing war.
But you said you were hunting and Moloch in the desert. And he was making smoke.
yeah.
Only because he's trying to accelerate the death of the gods.
Oh. So that's what Ragnarok is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
You're
not too good, is
disturbing
it?
No.
Well, better report that. Yeah, we better report that. Yeah, we're gonna go and report
So-
that now. So don't
Alright.
cause any more
Have our
trouble.
shit.
And whenever you need help, just call us. And they just get on their their bikes and leave towards the horizon. Bloody hell.
And she gives
Hey.
like Araletha gives like a really fake smile, and she's like, "Yeah, that's okay. Bye."
And then when they leave.
While they're on the horizon, I'm like,
What
you
the
sure
hell
you
are
want
those
me to throw a
guys?
fireball? I mean,
I just turned to that guy who said it. I'm like, "They're assholes. Don't worry about it."
They
Anyway,
didn't want any fun.
yeah.
no.
No.
I want to go. I want
to
to
hide
go to
all
the
up.
druid's hut now.
We're gonna hide all of our guns now.
I'm confused now. What
You guys-
happened?
You guys continue the session. I have to go sleep because.
Yeah, we can go with the druid stuff and then maybe do something with the tree.
Good night,
Bye.
guys.
Yeah, so you have just encountered the Aslanti fun police. Essentially,
Luckily,
they're
I
out
can
to
speak as
Good night.
well.
they're out looking for illegal tech
Yeah.
that you might have
So they're the Brotherhood of Steel.
essentially. Well, the entire civilization is the Brotherhood of Steel, essentially.
Yeah, right. I love the Brotherhood of Steel. Totally.
Yeah, they're great.
Am
Can't have any illegal technology around here. God
I
damn.
able to go talk to the Oracle, or is that going to be
Teleportation immediately.
I mean, I could. I have like 7 more level 7 spell slots.
Could you teleport the entire boat? Says Gaius.
If I had enough magical energy channeled to me, yes.
Oh man, we should
With my own
pray.
energies.
We should pray to the gods and give a sacrifice of all the technology, and then we can teleport. No, we want our technology. Hey, maybe those barrel dudes can help you. They seem to know a lot.
Maybe.
Yeah. He was talking about some weird stuff. I was talking about them earlier. Talked about some weird entities from beyond the stars and all that stuff. Fascinating subjects, I'm sure.
Yes, that would be for another time, though. However, I have something else. I want someone else to go. But I need to go talk to somebody else.
Well, maybe I'll order the guys to set set anchor here. Maybe I can go with you with a couple of my forces, my elite troops.
I think you should go to the center of the village.
But I
talk
can't
to
get through the back.
chieftain.
I can't get through the blockade though.
Where are we on the map currently?
Here. Right hither.
Where's here? Can you shift ping it?
I did.
Not.
Not there.
Yup.
Bloop.
I can't see you. I'm.
A bloop
not see
doop
you.
doo. Hoop doop 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 doo. Here.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Oh.
It's Cat Island.
Those are the Galicians.
Right over there.
there.
I mean, you could walk through that island over there. You could do this.
What is the shore? Here.
Like that. Oh. There's the fortresses over there, yeah. So that they could spot you, potentially. So the boat had to roll a sneak check versus the fortress.
Sneak attack boat.
A sneak attack boat. Ah! Rams with a sneak attack. My favorite rogue boat is my favorite rogue boat.
How many are there in your
60.
God. I can
Maybe you can
teleport
just
up to
go
10
back and
people at a
forth.
time. Actually, what
Wait.
spells can I cast?
What have you been up to, by the way, over the past 2 days? We've been cut off for quite a while.
Really nothing much. More or less, trying to gather allies, to stop Moloch, sorting out Yorn's problems here in Veland, trying to negotiate with the Galicians, casual stuff.
The Finican Navy wants to invade, attack the Galicians whilst they're being attacked by the Velanders.
I know that.
I'd love to
The
get
Navy
in on
shouldn't be
that.
too much of an issue. I can cause tsunamis.
Oh, lovely.
Well,
Maybe we can make a giant
I
air bubble
plan
around the
to-
boat and go under the water.
I plan to, in about 4 hours' time, have a conversation with the consults of Galicia.
So we're gonna capture him. Like the plan, yeah?
No, civil conversation.
Oh, fine. I know you
We
like
need-
talking.
Yes, Gaius, we need to combine. We need to put your
Oh, yes.
Fenician and Galician rivalries aside while we do this war with Hara. We need as many troops as we can get.
Oh, I hate Moloch more than Galicia, sure.
I honestly need to get the Queen and the consults in the same room and have a conversation with them both. Just us three. No one else.
By the
Nothing
way,
there.
I got promoted, so I'm a general now. So I have some
that's good.
power, so I can definitely command an entire unit to attack whenever.
That's very useful.
It is. Thank you.
How much is an entire unit?
Maybe like on like 1,000, 2,000.
Oh, wow. That's very good. Okay.
Well, I will stay here then, I guess.
We'll call on you when needed. Just look after your troops.
Oh, I can use one of those fancy talking machines to get in contact with you. Oh, maybe Skype works with them. And the robot shows up. Oh.
God damn it. Okay. Go to the druids. I'm teleporting to the fucking druids.
Teleporting immediately. Whoosh. Hello there. How are you, Aretha? What would you want to talk about?
I'm doing well. I have about 4 hours before I need to be back to go talk to that emperor. Is that enough time to get there?
Yes, there's plenty of time. Especially when we have... I can track through the woods quite easily. And he turns into a dire stag. And it sort of like beckons for you to get on his back.
I leave my direwolf in the druid's hut. Do you mind if I leave him here?
And he looks at the dire wolf like squinting, and the wolf sort of like, oh, oh. And then it's like it nods at you.
Actually, no. If he is a level 20 druid Frey, he can talk. And
It's like, yeah, he can stay there. Don't cause any trouble now, you, says to the dog. Oh.
No, he won't. He's a good.
Better, yeah. Right, let's go.
I'll be back, Serbs.
And he like struts along, and eventually you get into a thick forest. Maybe this form wasn't too great of an idea. Antlers are getting stuck in all manners of bush and thicket. And instead it transforms into a wolf. Well, it shouldn't be too far from here. And eventually, after traversing the forest, you reach a large swamp. And you think about an hour or so has passed.
Before I go into the swamp, I'm gonna take off my armor. My chainmail. What is it that I'm wearing?
Might be a good idea.
Yeah, taking off the chainmail.
Alright, take it off. Let's see here.
And I'm just gonna put it in the bag of holding.
Bag of holding has been put in there.
My AC reduces by 6. Okay. Well, I'm ready to traverse a swamp, I think.
You traverse the swamp for a brief moment, and you see in the center a little fog-shrouded hillock can be spotted. And you see a large tree that appears to have been carved out into a house. And you see a light inside.
So is this where she lives?
Yes. It would appear that she is at home, too. It transforms back into a man. Snaps his neck a bit. Stretches. I guess let's knock on the door then. It's been a long time since I have spoken to her. Not sure how she'll react. And he knocks on the door. Grithelwinda, are you home? Does mine ears deceiveth? Or be it this, mine old apprentice, behind the door? Nay, thine ears does not deceiveth. And and the door opens up. Oh, no good apprentice, why hast thou leavest, when I have much to teach you? I have not time to learn all what you know, for I am mortal, and I cannot stay in the glade forever. My people needs me. You speak truly, but it is a shame nonetheless. Who is it that you have brought before me? You can introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Araletha Verona. Nice to meet you.
Grethelwinda is what I known as in these parts.
Well,
why have you come? Actually, I know why you have come.
Well, I thought you might have.
You seek allies. I have seen it. The great conflict is about to start. A conflict that will shake the very foundations of the world. Bring all that is balanced into unbalanced, order to chaos, And then a great equilibrium will be reached, and all will be as it was in the beginning. Elfkind will retreat back into Albion, the shrouded mistlands where we shall be safe. It is true, I am a true Fae. And she unveils her hood, and a similar, you feel like an icy cold permeates around her as your breath feels fogs up, and her skin is as white as snow. Her hair is like frost, fresh frost on a surface, crystalline. Her eyes piercing.
An evolved snow elf?
She looks at you. What seems to be the matter, child? Hast thou not seen one such as I? You are of the blood, but you do not know the way of our people.
Unfortunately, I don't. I was orphaned in Galicia my entire life.
Changeling. Traded away. Of a fanciful meeting encounter, perhaps. Such things happen. Unfortunately. The lost children of Albion. Damn Albion, I keep saying Albion. Lost children of Avalon. Of two worlds. They cannot see the gateways between the realms, unfortunately. But, should you desire it, I can grant you the sight to see between the realms and traverse it, if you prove yourself worthy.
Well, that's why I came here, more or less. I heard you were an oracle. And I am myself an oracle. At least that's what they call me. And I was wanting to learn more about, well, us and anything. And if you can tell me any more about my lineage, that'd be even better.
I can. I can take you to the oldest being in the other realm. The one who has seen the beginning and the end. The weird sisters. Indeed, my sisters. They can take you there. They can show you the future. For I am one of those. The Norns. The weird sisters of fate. I have seen your destiny in the weave. It is but one of many. And she brings forth a tapestry. And you see all that you've accomplished in your life. And you see her weaving forth a tapestry that you're currently in the hut right now.
That's rather interesting, and it's also disconcerting a little bit that you've known everything I've ever done.
Truly, the oracles must remain unaligned, lest balance be thrown into chaos. It is the way.
Well, that is what I've tried to do, remain impartial to everybody I've ever talked to.
Therefore, I cannot assist you completely. You must understand this. I can only guide you on your journey.
That's fair enough. I more or less just wanted to learn more about oracles.
I see. If you speak truly,
Then I shall grant you a chance to prove yourself fully. Take this stone. Look through the hole that is drilled through it, and you will gain clairvoyance of the unseen. The hidden places into the hedge maze of thorns shall be revealed to you. The limbo of worlds, of the other world, the world of the Fae. Pray listen and listen well. However, in the hedge maze of thorns, it is a treacherous land, and one can become lost. So you should require a guide. This creature, the one that is hiding outside now, shall suffice. And you hear like an eek sound. And you look outside and you see a goblin that's been frozen. His feet has been frozen. And it's the same goblin that basically turned, that Jorn spared. That it sort of like got ignored in the combat.
The Ratfolk?
The goblin that Jorn
Oh, the
ignored in the
goblin.
combat.
Oh no, let me go. I want, no, please. Silence. Your fate has already been decided. You just do not know it yet. You two are bound. Your fates. You shall become the guide of the in-between, and I shall let you go. Make this deal with me, goblin.
Yes, I understand.
And she gets outside the hut and shakes the goblin's hand, and a bright light shines, and the deal has been struck between the two. And the goblin is released.
Ha! I can leave now.
And he tries to leave, and no, it doesn't work. Fool! You try to break a deal with a Fae, and this is what happens. It is you are unable to do so unless pain befalls you.
Damn it, why did I make deals so easily? What do I get in return?
Well, your freedom.
Damn it. Fine. Lady, I am your guide now. I not like it, but I have to do so.
Very good.
It seems that way.
And you take the rock?
Yeah, I take the rock and I sort of give like a small nod and I put it up to my eye.
And you notice there's a door in the tree trunk. Sort of runic. It shines.
I'm supposed to go in there?
I wouldn't recommend that. That's my personal, I guess you could say, lodgings in the hedge maze. You can make them you can bind them to your will if you have enough strength and power. And even create structures there. Tangible. If you enchant them well enough. I would not recommend doing so for one such as you is constantly being observed, or I should say that you are quite likely to be snatched up by another more powerful true Fae that might think you are some form of plaything of theirs. They might make you into a living statue, or have you downs for them for eternity until your feet bleed. So be careful. She gives you a cold smile.
I have talked to other Fae before. I do know.
Oh, they love making deals. That's how we get
I
our
know.
power.
I try to. I haven't
Be
made a deal
careful
with
what
the
form
Fae.
of deals you make, however.
Hmm.
Much
The
like
only deal I've
genies,
ever
they
made
can
is
corrupt
one with.
your request.
I know that as well. Okay, well, where do you suggest I go then?
Well, look around. You will find many such places in the world. If you look in the right place. In the in-between. In the glittering of caves near the sea. In the corner of your eyes. In the horizon. Inside the fog and mists. A gateway will be revealed to you if you look for it. Ooh. Stone circles are quite popular places. Think of them as highways. Like the Galicians, they create roads. But the true Fae make stone circles they travel through to occupy the mortal world and make fortresses of illusion and dreams. I'm quite sure you'll be able to see them too. Though, be careful not to anger any fairy lords or ladies on your way about the world.
Out of character, who was that elf that was interested in our that face? Sorry.
Puck. Oh, but
Puck.
the one interested in you? Oberon, the king of the fairies.
Oh. I've had already a messenger by the name of Puck tell me
Oh, a
that
trickster indeed. He is a trickster, Puck.
I managed to see through his tricks and not be affected by them. But I was told, whether this be true or not, that Alberon, the king of fairies, is interested in.
Oh, yes. His conflict with Titania, her queen, there's a whole drama about that. And he's trying to get back at her. Do
Well,
not
I'd rather
consider
not be a
yourself
part
too
of
special in his eyes, however. This is a fanciful,
not.
this is a fleeting thing, I'm sure.
Well, I don't intend to get emotionally attached to anybody.
That is wise.
Anyway, I'll
Do you require aid in any other way, child?
Well, as you already know, I am searching for allies, but I suppose I have to prove myself to
You
you.
may very well find allies with your newfound clairvoyance. Be careful who you make friends with, however, for they might not be all that they seem, as the Fae can take on many disguises and forms.
Okay, I'll keep that in warning. Thank you very much.
Pray do not lose that stone, for if it comes into the wrong hands, our kind might very well be at risk.
I will try my best.
If it comes to it, you may destroy it by uttering the words of a rune that is placed behind it. Memorize it well, but do not utter the words.
Well, considering Araleth can read runic,
It is Sylvan, yeah. Sylvan runes
Oh,
mixed with the Norse.
it's Sylvan. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Norse runes, but more flowy looking. They're all over her hut. Those runes.
Sort of like, I guess, cursive handwriting, like Norse cursive runic.
I guess.
Peace be with you, child. If you ever require assistance in clairvoyance, return to me. Or a blessing.
One last thing. You said I need to prove myself to you. How will I know?
You will know when your eyes no longer require the stone.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you very much.
And she nods and returns to her work.
And I'll leave and close the door behind me.
Cold wind slams shut, and the heat returns to the normal temperature outside. You see some frost covering the stained like the glass windows, like yeah. That's what you see.
I guess you're my mistress now.
Says the goblin.
To a certain extent, most likely.
One thing important to know. Be careful eating goblin fruits in the hedge maze of thorns. Goblin fruits have dangerous consequences sometimes, but can have very good uses. Like one goblin fruit can make you talk any language for 24 hours. But you will not be able to read during that time. So they have sometimes two effects. I know stuff about it.
Well, that's very useful to know. Do you know where the hedge of thorns is?
Gopra knows one gateway near Castle. Skull Castle. He goes to scary place in Hedge Maze of Thorns, Goblin Home.
Well, considering I know where we
Goblin
are
Market.
now, it's very useful. Is the druid still with us?
Yeah, he's sort of like he's standing outside at this point, nonchalantly.
Well, I suppose we should get back to. Does the goblin have a cloak? Like a hood?
No.
A cloak? I give him one.
Gift for Gopra. Thanks.
And he puts it on.
Keep this over your. Keep the hood up. Don't want to be causing any trouble while in Faelin.
No, Gopra will not cause trouble.
And you head back to the town. That's
well,
now your
I'll just teleport.
adoptive kid now? That's the backstory? You're an orphan you're taking care of?
To prevent the hour back travel, I'm gonna be like to the druid, well, considering I know where I am now,
Yep.
I can come back here anytime. I
Be
grab
careful.
both of their shoulders and I just
Be careful.
what?
Teleportation in this place can be treacherous. Let me aid you.
And it sort of like channels some energy. Like you see it more clearly now. Like through the hedge maze. Actually, you look through the stone and it seems to be like some barrier in the way. But with his help, you see through it and you can clearly see the village through the mists.
Oh well, that's useful to know. Thank you.
Yes.
I'll just teleport us back to Faelin. How many level 7s do I have left now? I have 5 more.
I think I know
4 more.
I think I know a token for Gopra. Oh, look at him. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, where's this card at? Hello. There it is. I put it in the Dawn of Faelin.
Gopra. Gopra. No.
Nice.
Alright, so I see 3 manas left. So let's give experience to Piplis. So you now have access to more places, which is
The
good.
stone.
Yes.
Mm.
You know where I got that idea from? That's from Spiderwick. Love me some
I
Spiderwick.
believe I've seen that.
It's good, actually. The books are good. Alright, let's give out some EXP. This session was pretty boring all around. Actually, not boring, more like uneventful. But
Lots of talking.
that's fine, too. Let's see. I like that, because then I can introduce stuff like this. Chill stuff. So,
Well, we've introduced the Aslanti, Gaius has come back, and we've talked to the bloody oracles.
yes,
The
yeah.
Oracle of Veland. Is it the Oracle of Veland?
Well, do you even know if this is Veland you're in right now? Maybe this
Yeah, I'm not
is
even
somewhere completely different.
I'm just Fey Oracle, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, I'm gonna give... I'll just give you 15k. Seems good, right?
It's good.
To each.
I need 71,000. I now need 56,000 before I level up.
Oh, now if you see Buck's boat again, you'll see its true appearance. Oh, there's so much things that you will be able to see now.
How big is this stone? Like, is it like
It's
tiny?
like let's take your pointy finger between your thumb, turning it into a circle. That's about that size, like a monocle sort of thing.
Oh, okay. So could I hold it like in place with like my eyelids while like that? Do I have to have it hold out?
We're gonna go sleep.
Yes, you may.
But since there was nothing for me.
You can hold it up,
anyways.
sort of. It's a bit big, but awkward, I suppose. You can turn it like you can probably take a piece of string, tie it on both ends, and like make sort of a makeshift goggle out of it. So you could do that, definitely.
I could.
Let's see, all right.
Or
Alright.
or maybe like construct a monocle from like out of at Sindri's, so you can like get a proper goggle. Like this, actually, they actually did that in the movie. I think that would be quite suiting because you have a crafter dude, a dwarf man. So this sort of thing. Look.
Okay.
A seeing stone, essentially what they're called.
Clairvoyance stone.
Yep. Oh man, I love fairies and pixies stuff. That's my favorite. All right, so with this, I will end this episode of Dawn of Faelin. Hope you guys all enjoyed this, but because it lasted, there we go. It's ended. Bye, everybody. No,